Let's just watch Yuzu, man.
How's your Saturday been? I've just made incendiary...
Let me take my meds while we watch this.
What is that? Incendiary what? I'm okay. I'm okay. Today we're actually... So I told you guys that we were gonna do repo with Pippa, Bao, and Lime. And then I invited Michi to see if she wanted to come, but I don't know if she's busy or not. And then, but today we're not going to be doing that because Pippa's convention stuff is much later than she thought it would be. So we're gonna reschedule that to another week when she can, or to another day when she can play with us. So no repo today, but we're still trying to figure out the schedule for that collab. And then
meds acquired
in the future. I would love to. I'm actually going to I'm going on a trip with wait, did Michi say anything about her trip recently? I don't know. If she didn't. If she didn't, then she didn't mention anything.
This is the trip. OMG.
Okay, she did mention. Okay. Well, I'm going on a trip with her, so I'm going to be hanging out with some friends on a trip later down the line. But it's funny because I've never actually really had a one-on-one conversation with Michi. Like I've only talked to her through like messages or just like in passing. So this will be like my first time actually getting to know her and then also seeing her in person, and I'm nervous.
When was this stream? I'm gonna be so real with you, chat. I don't think I've ever spoken to Yuzu until that call with Numi. Though I think that was the first time I even spoke to Yuzu. I don't think we've spoken in passing. A week ago? Oh, then yeah. I've only spoken to Yuzu twice. The first one was when Numi was there. The second one was during the Repo collab, but Yuzu's really sweet. So, when Yuzu's like, yeah, we've spoken in passing, I don't think we did, bro. I think you're mistaken in me for somebody else. I'm gonna be real with you.
I'm very nervous. You gotta talk to I do. I gotta talk to a... Do you get nervous around cute girls often?
Ooh, you're saying I'm cute?
I would say that I do get nervous around attractive people in general. I still get nervous around people that I don't particularly find attractive just because like I'm an anxious person, and like if I don't know someone, I'm just
She thinks I'm
anxious.
ugly.
But if there's someone that I find attractive, then I get extremely nervous. So like there's tiers to it, I would say. I am very... I'm just a very nervous and anxious person. I bet Yuzu gets nervous every time she notices herself in the mirror. Actually, I don't. I really don't. I'm someone like when I look in the mirror and I didn't like brush my hair, if I didn't do my facial
Where's this vibe from my chat?
Just at home, every time I look in the mirror, I'm like, oh, I'm so ugly. But then when I put on makeup, then I like start feeling myself. But sometimes my makeup will look so crusty and dusty and nasty.
I was about to say, you know, like Yuzu's chat is like, oh, do you get nervous when you look at yourself in the mirror? Wink, wink. And then I look at my chat, and my chat is like, so just be ugly so Yuzu don't get nervous. And then I saw this emote. Ray, I want this emote. What is this? Ew! What? Ray, I don't even know what this emote is. So you literally have to like Google image search this shit. That's my face. Yeah, chat, that literally does look like you. This one? Wait, not gonna lie. This is how I look like. Ew! With Riz? That's what it is. Oh my god. I literally look like that when I look at myself in the mirror sometimes. But not like seductively. That's like how I look like when I'm checking for like mouth ulcers. No joke. That's so gross. I hate it.
That I'm like, ugh, should I even go out today?
Michi, Yuzu is a legit model as a comparison.
I have like bad self-confidence issues. Y'all use mirrors. Also, it's worse when I look at myself in the phone. The phone is worse. Michi talked about trying to use her fashion schooling to help Numi be more expressive with her style. Oh, wait, Michi was in fashion school before? Girl, no one cares that much. I do. I care. What do you mean?
Relatable though.
Audrey, thank you for the subby. Michi was a fashion designer. To be fair though, Numi really does just dress like the generic, typical lesbian archetype, the femme lesbian archetype. So maybe Michi will be able to like draw out more of her best qualities. Does she wear a flannel? I said femme, not butch. I feel like the butches wear the flannels more. Let her get up. Let her get up.
My crumbs.
She's giving. She's giving. Mobius, thank you for the 27 months. Thank you so much.
Mobius.
Michi, you have the same broken humor. I'm very nervous. I'm very nervous. And now that you guys told me that she used to be a fashion designer, I feel like she's gonna judge my fashion because the way that I dress is kind of, I never realized it before, chat, but like where I live, it's like normal to dress the way that I dress. But like when I met my friends for the first time, they were like, yeah, you can tell that where you're from just by the way you dress.
Michi designed some clothes patterns that are still in use years later. For like one store. Okay, damn, hype me up though. Hold on. Rocket SP 113. Hype me up. Yes! That's not true. No, literally for one company. But slay. You know how many times people have said this exact same thing to me? Like, they're like, oh shit, you're in fashion? Now I have to dress well because then I'll feel judged. Chat, I wear a crop top and pants. That's it. I dress up with like a crop top and pants. If you think I'm gonna pull up and I dress up like fashionable, what am I? I'm not a model, okay? So like, I'm not gonna look good and I'm not gonna judge you. Well, I'm not gonna judge you badly. Well, I'm kidding. I don't judge people because it's not your job.
Dress, and I'm like, what is that supposed to mean? And I don't know. It's just like if I meet Michi and she comments on the way that I dress, I am gonna be like either really embarrassed or maybe flattered. I don't know, but I feel like it's gonna be embarrassed. Yeah, like not stereotypical, but like regional and like cultural. I don't know. You wear your national costume or something.
I've seen Yuzu dress
wearing
up.
My traditional clothing everywhere. You guys, you know what? You know what it is. I am an overthinker. You can't tell an overthinker to not overthink, or that no one cares, or that it doesn't matter, because it matters even more when you say that. Extra lispy. What does that mean? Do I have a lisp right now? Cala Blittle, thank you for the prime. Thank you. But like no one even gives a shit. Slay. I'm from New Zealand. People don't really put much effort into their outfits. Like I could wear
to the Scamby
jeans,
ship.
boots, and a white G-shirt.
Welcome.
What is a G-shirt? And they'd be like, "Whoa, where are you going dressed all nice? What, in New Zealand? In New Zealand?" Yeah,
these
G-shirt sounds
overthinkers,
like a
classic.
Not your first message being Kimi the butterfly. Really now? You know damn well. If you came from that video, I'm not the damn Kimi the butterfly. It's Tangerine. Yeah, get it right. It's Tangerine. There's a well-named damn. Okay, Dust Talks. No, don't bring it back. No, at least you have IP options. That's true. If I ever graduate, guys, and I mysteriously pop up in another company or in another area, and my name is Tangerine or Kimi the butterfly, you know what's up. No, I'm not graduating. I'm just saying, if that ever happens, I'm not. I don't have plans for that.
Don't do it.
For like a long time. She has a model already stashed away. Well, I have one model currently.
The rumors, chat.
Start typing from another artist gonna be worked on because that was a bit delayed. So currently I have one in the making. I'm not gonna leave you guys. And you have an old 3D Vroid. I do have a Vroid that I haven't used, and I commissioned it like a really long time ago. And then I also have a 3D model that was like very expensive, but I
welcome to the Scamby ship. Welcome.
Something happened, and I don't know if I like should use it because like I don't know if that will cause any issues or problems. Are you sure it's gonna be that long? You're already almost in the nursing home as it is. I'm so sad. Am I just not the shiny new VTuber anymore? Like, am I just like an old washed up VTuber that should just graduate at this point? Like, it's been how long, guys? We've almost reached, was it 4? Are we close to 4 years, or was it 3 years? I can't even remember anymore. Just because I'm not a new VTuber, now I'm just old and washed and should be in the nursing home. Y'all, it's over. It's so over. She's like fine wine. She's a veteran, guys. It's so cooked, y'all. Yes, but we love you for it, and you can always be a hag VTuber. We will still watch
I'm so
you.
like addicted to seeing her setup.
You know what? Stream Elements on Twitter, was it? Where they were like, they said, we're conducting a survey on older, like,
oh yeah, I
like
saw that
elderly
tweet.
streamers. I'm like, okay, that's kind of cool. And then I read the second line, and it was like over the age of 20 something, and I was like, right, elderly. So nasty, so f***ing nasty. Y'all, I'm 21. We had this conversation so many times before. I'm 21. 21, can you do some for me?
Dude, me and Yuzu will get along fine. I literally do the same damn thing. Like, no joke. Chat, you know how many times I've said those exact same words? We'll be fine. I don't need to know Yuzu. Yuzu doesn't need to know me. Okay, period. We'll see each other and it's over. It'll be fine. I can see it. Michi's so much older, fuck you. But also her background, this is like the, what is it? Like the thing from Elden Ring. But not really, but kind of, right? I'm so addicted to it. Look at that. It kind of like
Can you
glows.
talk to the ops next?
Ooh.
You're the boomer VTuber. How long have you been 21 again? Well, I just turned 21 this year.
I saw... Wait, maybe I'm crazy, but I swear Yuzu had a collab with Geary, no? Yeah! They did like an IRL thing. Quite a few. Yeah, and we saw how she dresses. I think she dresses fine. No? Yeah, slay. I saw it. But now I'm scared. I have this weird thing where it's like for example, Geary, I know she's shown like her face and everything, but I also don't like showing it live on stream because it's so meta. You know what I mean? Where it's like, oh, you're a VTuber. I shouldn't show your real body on my stream. Because what if like... I know that doesn't make sense, but in my head, I'm like, oh, I'm so scared. Remember the good old days, chat, where if you're a VTuber and then you showed yourself, people will riot because they're like, how dare you not have purple hair and a stitch across your face? How fucking dare you, you traitor? And then they cancel you. Yeah, it's like, my immersion, how dare you? Nowadays, a lot of VTubers have shown themselves already. It's pretty interesting. I don't think I will ever show my face. Maybe body, but never face. Who the fuck said good, bitch? No, hold on. Nami annoy. Damn, bitch. Now hear me out, okay? Hear me out, guys. When I said I'll never do that, right? Just fucking pretend to be sad about it. Or shut the fuck up. You don't have to fucking say good. Clock me. That's fine. I get it. That's okay. Because you care about my safety. You know what? Good with a dot. Okay. No. Thanks. Hide that shit. Every time I would watch a clip of my friends, they would always... maybe it's like selective reading. You know, maybe I'm not reading the right comments, right? Because like I would like, for example, Yuzu's clip where it's like, oh, Yuzu's like, I'm so nervous when I see a hot person, and then she would read out a comment that's like, oh, so you get nervous when you look at yourself in the mirror? Wink, wink. You know what I mean? Or then I see other people and it's like, oh, you're the cutest, sweetest person in the world. Wink, wink, wink. And then it's so sweet. But every time I read my chat, well, she is hot, bitch. What if I too am hot? Have you read? Blink, blink. We ban those people. Okay. I also like to compliment drawings. I'm a fucking anime character. How much more drawing do you want me to be? Like, bro. Damn, girl. I fucking... Bruh! Okay, I'm drawing now. Compliments? Question mark? No way. The streamer is fishing for compliments? Yes, I am. I need to see it. Why do I have none? I mean, good that you have confidence in yourself. I keep saying this, chat. One of the worst compliments is like, oh my god, I love how confident you are.
Michi, you aren't a drawing right now. You are 3D.
3D Shreezy. I'm not about to kiss your ass for free. Okay, big ass wheel of cheese. Alright, big ass wheel of cheese. Speak your truth, I guess. Well, this guy fucking walked in here with that fucking username. Fucking, first of all, okay, it's not for free. I fucking give you $5. Second of all, what the fuck? I love how confident you are, lol. Alright, so here's the thing, chat, right? Sometimes I feel like I have to be. You know, I'm not confident because I am. I fucking have to be. To deal with
You
your
look
ass.
exotic.
Not the Gupko with the exotic beauty bullshit mounts. Okay, you know what? That's fucking crazy. Slash
love
ban.
you.
Yeah?
When you're muted.
That's fine. It's okay. You know, somehow, chat, this shit is confidence training, right? A lot of the VTubers, you know how many streamers or VTubers I've met that are like, oh, I'm kind of insecure in how I look like. I'm kind of like insecure, blah, 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 right? And then their chat is like, you're so beautiful, my queen. Mwah, mwah. But they're insecure. And then there's me. Sometimes, chat, if you want to... not the fucking minor mistake! Sometimes if you want to grow a pair of balls, just get beaten up, bro. I'm telling you. Right? This shit is like a confidence booster. First of all. Second of all, I'm already confident. Because if I'm not, my parents are gonna kill me. You know, one time when I was younger, I would be like, Mom, I think I look ugly. And she would be offended. Like, if I tell my mom, like, Mom, I think I'm ugly, she would genuinely take it to heart. She's like, that is my genes, okay? I give you my fucking genes. When I am pregnant with you, your DNA is my DNA. Your face is my face. And you think you are ugly, that means you think I am ugly. So you are saying I am ugly. And I'm like, no. And she's like, exactly. If you don't think I am ugly, then you are not ugly. If you are ugly,
Michi,
you are insulting me.
I just want to say thank you. Truly, thank you for being a secretary and caretaker for our Kamiyoshi, Jared.
Okay. She has a point. Yeah, that's the thing. I'm grateful that I've never been too insecure. Like, I was when I was a teenager, and then ever since I got into college, it kind of flew out of the window a little bit. Don't get me wrong, I don't think I'm fucking hot, you know? Even though I am. Even though I am, chat, I just to make it super duper clear, to set the record straight, I am drop dead gorgeous.
You look great from really, really far away.
If you really think about it, set the record straight, I am so drop dead gorgeous, right? I think at one point, okay, you want to know my mentality, chat? If anyone's ever like, oh, I don't think I look good, right? This is my mentality to get out of that rut. You're not gonna think you're hot, but at least you're not gonna think you're ugly. This is how I think. Everyone is fucking ugly. I know that sounds mean, but hear me out, okay? Hear me out. In my head, everyone is ugly to somebody. You know what I mean? Like, you can see the most hottest person, you'll be like, nah, not for me. Like, I don't think they're very cute. You know what I mean? So, like, by the end of the day, everyone has their own shade of ugly. So no one is really ugly.
Massive forehead.
You know what I mean? So it's like, if everyone is ugly, no one is really ugly. Like, if everyone was rich, no one was rich. So like, if everyone was ugly, no one is really ugly. So in my eyes, everyone looks fine, which means I look fine. Like, maybe one day someone's gonna look at me and go like, wow, she's so beautiful, you know? Or someone's gonna look at me and start fucking retching uncontrollably. Like, who cares? What do you mean everyone is ugly? I'm hideous. No, it's not a bad thing, chat. Sometimes, right, being ugly is not a bad thing. People think it's a bad thing, but it's not that bad. You know what's bad? Delusion. I'm gonna be real with you. Ever since I got into fashion...
Thanks, ZadaRock89 for the sub.
Generic beauty ain't it.
Chat, you are beautiful. Don't listen to that hater less than 3.
What did I say?
I always dream of you as beautiful donkey who carries my bags.
Okay, dude. Yeah, it's like, what does ugly even mean though, deadass? You know what I mean? Like, what does it mean to be ugly? Cause I'm ugly and I'm proud. I don't think you're ugly. To be fair, if I have to be honest, I don't know how you look like, but I don't think anyone is ugly. The only ugly people, like genuinely ugly, are like personality. And I know that's so cliche, but it's so true. Imagine like you meet someone and they're like conventionally the most beautiful person you'll ever meet, right? But they are such an asshole. Like, they go to a restaurant, they go like, excuse me? Like that with the fucking shit like that. And then they treat everyone like trash. They're always so entitled. Everything has to be about them. Everything's about them all the time. You're not gonna think they're hot anymore. You're gonna be like, ew, what the fuck is it? Like, you don't look at someone and go, ew. You know, like, you see their actions and you're like, ew. So don't get me wrong, I do think like genuinely ugly people exist, but it's because of their behavior. You know what I mean? So face-wise, I don't think it matters, to be honest. Unless it's your job, then that's a whole different box to unpack, right? But if it ain't your job, no one's gonna think you're ugly. And I'm gonna be like, if there are people that'll be like, oh my god, you're so ugly. Those people are the ugly people. Because like, no one gives a shit. People are so obsessed with caring about how they look like. No one's gonna care about how you look like. But you know what other people are gonna care about? How you act. Like, if you're an asshole, if you're rude, if you're like very disrespectful, self-centered, selfish, that's when people are like, what the fuck is wrong with you? You know? But no one's gonna be like, oh my god, your eyes is a little like, one of your eyes is a bit lopsided. No one looks at that. It's like everyone is too busy looking at themselves. So like, Stop giving that much of a shit. A lot of that energy could go to something else. I have a lopsided eye. You know, something that's like, I'm not insecure about, but I'm very painfully aware of. I have a blinking problem, right? And I have a lopsided eye. So one of my eye is kind of like more down, and the other one of my eye kind of like pokes up in the end, like cat eye. No joke. Like one side of my face has like a cat eye. The other one is normal, like a normal eye. But because one of it is like cat eye looking, it looks like it's drooping on the other side. You know what I mean? Lazy eyes. Yeah, okay. The key word is eyes with an S. Plural. All right. I have lazy eye. 1.
They cooked you in the character customization.
Bro, no joke. Whoever fucking character customized me decided to be like, oh my god, I can customize different eyes. And then they just decided to take that option, even though that's not the best option. Yeah, I have one like it's not drooping actually.
If beauty is in the eye of the beholder, then I need everyone to go blind.
Stop doubting yourself. I'm gonna fucking punch you in the face. All right. First of all, fuck you. But I'm telling you, chat, I was so painfully aware of my eye shape that I went to an eye doctor, not for the eye, but I went to an eye doctor for my like retina checkup, but I asked them to measure my eyes, like not the pupil eye. You know what I mean? So this guy who's like, that's probably not his job, but this doctor came in and was like, all right, look at this thing. We're gonna like dot where you're like, look straight. We're gonna dot your pupils. So then I look straight, they dot my pupils. And I'm like, okay. And then we're gonna dot the side of your eye. And then they dot the sides of my eye. And they're like, okay, so according to this chart, your left eye is a normal eye shape. Your right eye is like a lifted cat eye shape. So that's why you think one of your eyes droopy, but it's not. It's actually the exact opposite, where one of your eye is like more up, but you actually have normal looking eyes. I'm like, fuck you. Dotting using a marker pen? Yeah, they had like a clear sheet of paper in front of me and they dotted on the clear sheet, not my fucking eyeball. It's like, I'm so aware now. You know, it's like when one of your nipple is bigger than the other and you're like, why is it bigger than the other? That, but with eyes. So like, I can't cover it with a bra. So I'm just like, what the fuck? That's so weird, right? That's another thing. You know those cat eye makeups? Low key though, chat. Ooh, my right eye eats with that shit. All right, like if I use cat eye makeup, ooh, I actually look so slay, like I am traditional, ready to perform a traditional performance. I know it's but then you go to the left eye and you're like, okay. I hate eye makeup. Like I do the same makeup on one eye, I look so fucking good. The other eye, that's a check mark. You know what I mean? Like one looks like I am honoring the tradition. The other one looks like I'm stealing it. So I fucking hate it. I can't handle it. Even though it's the same. It's literally the same thing. Like I think it's the same thing, but like I can tell that it's not, because like I'm so self-obsessed. So I look at myself in the mirror for a little bit too long sometimes. So like I have to do 2 different eye makeups. Like one of them has to be thicker than the other, and don't even get me going with the contouring of the face. You look fine. I didn't fucking say I looked ugly, bitch. No, I don't think I'm ugly, but it's like those little things you're aware of. You're like, oh my god, I see it. I don't know how to take compliments, but because I can't take compliments, the least I can do is not to be an insecure, whiny little bitch, right? I'm kidding. Like, I don't want to be, oh my god, my meds are kicking in, I'm so sorry. But I think if I can't handle compliments, for the least, I shouldn't really be so insecure. Because then that's kind of like shooting yourself in the foot twice. You know, it's like, oh, I'm so insecure. And then you compliment them, and then they're like, I can't handle that. Well, okay. I can't handle compliments, so the best I can do to balance it is I'm not that insecure anyway. I feel called out. No, I'm joking. Trust, a lot of people are like that. It's fine. It's like you gotta crack it, right? Eventually, you'll reach a point where you just don't care anymore, and it doesn't get better, but it stops becoming like shit. You know what I mean? You're like, you are a beautiful rock, and compliment is a droplet of water. One drop of water isn't gonna do anything, but consistent drops of water is gonna eventually break the rock, and your rock is your insecurities. Oh, deep.